Can you imagine a world where off-roaders are getting back to their roots and focus on raw capability and pure adventure, rather than touchscreen displays and quilted leather seats? What if we told you Toyota is bringing back one of its biggest legends, an old-school Land Cruiser that's not luxury-filled, but rather very simple? Soon enough, we will see the return of the icon, the FJ40, reimagined for a new era, but still a no-nonsense off-roader every true off-road enthusiast has been waiting for. Let's dig in. The FJ40 Comeback. The new Land Cruiser 250 has been around long enough that we can say Toyota nailed it. The new model impresses with a timeless look, excellent off-road performance, and a balanced hybrid powertrain. It's pretty luxurious, and therefore expensive too. So once again, we hear talks about Toyota bringing another, more basic variant of the Land Cruiser to the game. That echoed a lot, and why wouldn't it, considering how much love off-road oriented Land Cruisers are getting around the world. The good old 70 series is still in production, and it enjoys a divine status in the Middle East because of its unbreakable nature. The same model is also an icon in Australia, so many wonder why there isn't a more basic Land Cruiser offered in North America. Well, it may be coming, in the form of another, equally big legend. Because what the 70 series represents in the Middle East is pretty much equal to what the FJ40 represents in North America. Introduced back in the 1960s, it was a bestseller in North America, even though it was nowhere near as luxurious as modern Land Cruisers sold in this part of the world. But it was very capable, equipped with the legendary inline-6 engine, and boy, did it look great with that flat white roof, wraparound windows, and other legendary features. Even today, it enjoys a cult status, and it is widely considered the most dependable vintage 4x4. With such a status in mind, as well as the fact that the market is certainly in need of a new, straightforward member of the Land Cruiser family, it's the right moment to talk about the reported comeback of the 40 series. Currently, there are different possibilities for this comeback, so let's talk a little bit about them. Future is all electric. The current Land Cruiser lineup is impressive, from the off-road oriented 70 series to the new LC250 to the full-size LC300. But what's currently missing is an all-electric version, something that's been in talks for a while. Toyota already presented a couple of EV concepts, and the most recognizable, of course, is the Compact Cruiser EV. Introduced a couple of years ago, it features a boxy design and compact dimensions, clearly suggesting that one of the ideas is to make it very affordable. But what caught the eyes of the crowd the most was its look, as it unmistakably mimics the good old FJ40. Even though it's boxy, it features proportions and the look heavily inspired by the 1960s icon, and we presume it would take the same role, offering excellent off-road capabilities at affordable prices. Details about this electric Land Cruiser are still unknown, but most experts agree that the production version should come with a different, better name. Could Toyota revive the old FJ40 nameplate and use it as a perfect tool for a sales boost? Maybe, but the officials are still quiet. In any case, one of the key strengths of this model is going to be the attractive price. Once again, not much has been heard from the officials, but experts speculate about base models going around $35,000. It's a pretty attractive sum for something all-electric, so we may presume that the basis for this SUV will rather be a unibody platform, so the new model may not be as tough as the one from the 1960s. FJ Cruiser Revival. While the all-electric Land Cruiser makes a lot of sense in this world of electrification, it's pretty clear that no off-road enthusiasts or LC fans would be particularly delighted with such an SUV. Because off-road enthusiasts are old-school guys and they would rather want to see something more rugged, something with internal combustion under the hood, this leads us to another option for the new Land Cruiser. Obviously, that one would feature gas engines, and it would be way more rugged, in the way that it would ride on a body-on-frame platform, like a proper off-roader. And, as mentioned earlier in the video, its role would be different compared to the LC250. It wouldn't be as refined, nor as luxurious. It wouldn't compete with Land Rover Defender, but rather with the Wrangler and Bronco as a genuine mainstream product. So, we could make some predictions regarding its design and place in Toyota's lineup, because let's not forget that the 4Runner is still there. What would be the role of the new Land Cruiser? Would it be cheaper, stripped down, oriented to off-roading, and nothing more? Most likely, yes, but it could also be smaller, maybe a two-door SUV just like the old FJ40. The aforementioned arrivals are available in such a configuration, so why wouldn't that be the case with this Land Cruiser? One way or another, we cannot neglect the fact that another cruiser, the FJ Cruiser, has been missing for more than a decade. That super rugged off-roader enjoys a cult status among off-road enthusiasts and definitely is one of the most anticipated comebacks among Toyota fans. Could the new Land Cruiser come as its successor, at least a spiritual one? Yes, definitely. But still, let's not forget about the key element of the equation: affordability. Keeping things affordable. The problem with Land Cruisers is that long ago, they became the favorite toys of wealthy people. They've been becoming more and more luxurious, and today, the Land Cruiser is widely considered a premium product, despite the Toyota badge. So how to get back to the roots and keep the costs down? There may have been a few solutions. First and foremost, it's about choosing the right platform. The TNGA-F might seem like the natural choice, but we're thinking of something else. The good old IMV architecture is still active, underpinning the good old Hilux, one of the toughest pickup trucks around. Moreover, Toyota recently introduced the Hilux Champ, a super affordable pickup, and showed that this platform could be an excellent foundation for cheap vehicles. So, could it be used for the new FJ40 as well? We think that would be a perfect scenario. The new Land Cruiser FJ40 would utilize a pretty basic design, starting from a pretty bare-boned interior and exterior, with technical solutions that may not be the most up-to-date, but which ensure unparalleled durability and longevity. Think of it as the 70 series for North America, an SUV that's based on old, proven, and cheap technology. From the buyer's perspective, there are a few things to talk about, starting from the powertrain and chassis. As for the engines, they would be simple and straightforward, as that's the best way to ensure toughness. We presume Toyota wouldn't go as far as in the case of the 70 series and offer a good old naturally aspirated inline-6 diesel, but some of the proven powertrains sound natural. It may be the good old 2.7-liter inline-4, which Toyota has been installing in Tacomas until the recent redesign. That one has been around for decades, and it stands out as one of the most durable inline-4s ever made. Other powertrain options are possible too, maybe a large 4.0-liter V6 that may not be powering the 4Runner anymore, but it's a staple for the Hilux and other body-on-frame Toyotas in many parts of the world, remote areas in particular. Release date and pricing. Things with the revival of the FJ40 are pretty clear. It will have to be quite affordable to succeed. Because even though the LC250 got smaller and significantly more affordable compared to the previous LC200, it's far from cheap. With a starting price of nearly $56,500, it's deep in the premium segment, and Toyota fans are desperate to get something more budget-friendly, without compromises regarding off-road performance. Of course, the new 4Runner is there, but that one also got pretty modern, luxurious, and therefore not particularly affordable. It starts at around $42,000, and we are pretty sure most Toyota lovers had something more affordable in mind. The $35,000 all-electric Land Cruiser sounds great, but comes with a big question mark regarding its ruggedness and off-road capabilities. Therefore, we are all hoping for the new IMV-based model, something that will utilize all kinds of cost-cutting methods. We don't necessarily need all those tech features found in the new 4Runner, nor a cabin spacious enough to accommodate 7 passengers. The crowd needs a simple, honest kind of Land Cruiser, just like the FJ40, strictly focused on off-roading and ruggedness. Something with a price tag in the low 30,000s would sound perfect, but then the question is whether Toyota is really willing to make such an SUV and compromise a bunch of already successful models. We hope for the best, and if we can trust unofficial reports, the new Land Cruiser, the spiritual successor to the FJ40, could be ready already next year. So, more details should be coming as we approach the launch date. What do you think of the idea of reviving the iconic FJ40? Would you buy an affordable, off-road focused Land Cruiser? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.